Hello, here is the news at this hour from Tstv. I am Olaide Amosu. Here are some major headlines. MAKINDE appoints Hospital Management, Primary Healthcare Board's chairman and 2 others. In BUHARI orders compulsory use of face masks nationwide. And on the foreign scene, US proposes tougher Wall Street rules for China firms. In exciting world of sports, Wolves reaches first European quarterfinals in 48 years. Now the news in details. Oyo State Governor, Engineer MAKINDE, has appointed a former Commissioner for Health in the state, Dr. Bola Adetunji, and a former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Abiodun Dada Awoleye, as chairman of the Hospital Management Board and Primary Healthcare Board, respectively. The governor equally appointed a former member of the House of Assembly, Honorable Babatunde Amidu Ishola, as chairman of the Community and Social Development Agency, while Mr. Ademola Aderiton has been appointed Special Assistant on Environment. The appointments, according to letters signed by the Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Olubamiwo Adeosun, are with immediate effect. The governor has, however, charged the new appointees to see their appointments as a call to serve the state. The 1111 Foundation, in partner with the Oyo State government, has called on the residents of Ibadan to maintain all measures provided by the NCDC in order to finally say a goodbye to the deadly virus. This was disclosed to newsmen as the foundation moved out to the street of Ibadan to sensitize, educate and distribute nose masks to people. The team leader, Oladipupo Damilola, speaking with newsmen, explained the importance of ensuring that the people are safe, which is one of the agenda of the current administration of the state and the foundation. The non-governmental organization has, however, distributed over 4,000 nose masks to the people. A member of the foundation, Nafisat Oyejide, also implored other agencies to collaborate with the foundation and government at all levels in the fight against COVID-19. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed state governments and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, to enforce the use of face masks in public places across the country. The chairman, Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Mr. Boss Mustafa, made this known at a daily briefing on Thursday in Abuja. Mustafa, while reviewing the activities of the committee, said the president also approves that the current phase of the national response to COVID-19 should be maintained for another 4 weeks, but with some modifications. Meanwhile, Mustafa said the PTF is to partner with the states and local governments to improve community sensitization and engagement to step up response to the COVID-19 response, encouraging state governments to collaborate with local government authorities to intensify necessary measures such as contact tracing, grassroots mobilization and risk communication. Mustafa, however, warned against stigmatization and skepticism among Nigerians in the fight against COVID-19. The federal government has on Thursday said airports would be reopened to international flights in weeks and not in months, noting that passengers are expected to arrive at the airport 3 hours before their flights. The government said the prolonged ban on international travels was not punitive, but mainly to keep Nigerians across the country safe from the spread of COVID-19. The Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, disclosed this in Abuja while answering questions at the briefing of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. The minister said operators in the civil aviation sector had wanted to open the airports a long time ago in order to return to business and halt the loss of revenue, saying the ban on international flights had warranted the mass sacking of workers in the aviation sector and the non-payment of salaries by airlines. Sirika urged Nigerians not to blame any government official for the ban on international flights, rather the blame should be on COVID-19. The PTF National Coordinator has said the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, and other agencies as well as airlines should commence the process for the resumption of international flights. Moving on to the foreign scene, United States officials has on Thursday proposed toughening rules for Chinese companies listed on American stock exchanges, as recent scandals have prompted concerns about the reliability of some of the firm's documents. The Treasury Department, in a statement, said the company's auditors would have to share their work papers with American regulators under the proposal from a working group led by Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, while firms already on Wall Street would have until 2022 to comply or lose their listing. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, which oversees U.S. equity markets, would be tasked with implementing the recommendations. Recommendations come as tensions spike between the world's top two economies, with a struggle over the video sharing platform TikTok being the latest flashpoint. However, United States media have reported that negotiators from the two nations are due to talk August 15th about the partial trade deal inked in January. Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara has said he will run for a third term in October's general elections. The president, who was last week nominated by his party, and said he would announce his decision later. Mr. Ouattara told newsmen that he is a candidate in the presidential election of October 31st, and have decided to respond favorably to the call of his fellow citizens. However, the president's decision is likely to spark criticism, as the country has had a two-term presidential limit, which he previously argued that a constitutional change in 2016 resets the clock, stating that his first term did not count. Opposition party Ivorian Popular Front (FPI) has called the decision deplorable. Moving on to the exciting world of sports, Wolves survived a nervous night at Molineux to reach their first European quarterfinal in 48 years as Raul Jimenez's early penalty earned them a 2-1 aggregate against Olympiacos in the Europa League. The Mexicans' precise 8-minute effort after Daniel Pondence had been fouled by Olympiacos' standing keeper Bobby Alain was his 27th goal of the season and the earliest Wolves have scored in any game during a marathon season that began on July 25th last year and will not extend to a 59th game. However, Wolves' rhythm was wrecked 8 minutes later when wing-back Johnny suffered a knee injury which allowed Olympiacos to take control. Rui Patricio denied Costas Tsimikas with an excellent near-post save, and in the second half, the veteran Portugal keeper produced a brilliant full-length save to turn away Ahmed Hassan's header. Their marvellous European journey moves on to the Final 8 tournament and a quarter-final meeting with Sevilla in Duisburg next Tuesday. Chelsea winger Pedro is said to have undergone surgery on his shoulder he dislocated in the FA Cup final defeat to Arsenal. The former Spain international revealed on his page that his operation was a success and will be back soon. Pedro is reportedly set to join Roma on a 2-year deal, with his Blues contract set to expire, and so the 2-1 loss to the Gunners on Saturday appears to have been his last game for the West London club. Frank Lampard will have to do without Pedro, along with Pulisic and Cesar Azpilicueta, when Chelsea faces Bayern Munich in the second leg of the Champions League round of 16 ties on Saturday. With that, we've come to the end of the news, a recap of the headlines. MAKINDE appoints hospital management, primary health care board's chairman and 2 others. BUHARI orders compulsory use of face mask nationwide. And on the foreign scene, US proposes tougher Wall Street rules for China firms. In the exciting world of sports, Wolves reaches first European quarterfinals in 48 years. Please do not forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Mobola Badekale. I am Olaide Amosi. Good day and thank you for watching.